It's welcome to the Christmas episode. Here's your host, Box. Oh, 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 they love me. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, 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 they love me. Oh, 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 oh. Well, get out of here. And the horse you rode in on. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome ones, welcome, well, nuns, welcome all. Might be saying, why don't you keep a regular schedule? Now, why would we? That sounds like it'd be a job. Yes. You know we don't like doing work, obviously. That's why we're here, to do some work. That's right. That's right. You should appreciate it, Internet, because not only are we here, we're doing a Christmas episode. That's right. You might be saying to yourself, like, Christmas episode? Oh boy, we're overjoyed. We're having a great Christmas. It's like, oh, good, excellent. Well, Merry Christmas. Excellent. So, with today being Christmas, hold on. Don't worry about it. Get a call. Hey, what do you mean today's not Christmas? Huh? Still a couple days. Well, that's a problem. We already made the thumbnail. It says Christmas episode. Well, we're not changing it now, so this is the Christmas episode that counts. Well, we don't care about that. Contracts be damned. Ah, management, right? Think they know how to run the place. Yeah, doesn't have to be Christmas to be the Christmas episode, are we right? Of course we are, so we're mostly always right. But what it does have to be is somewhat entertaining. So let us know when that happens. It's probably not going to be here. Sorry about that. It's probably actually a misnomer. We shouldn't have said it was going to be entertaining at all, because it's not going to be. It's actually just going to get worse. You laugh, it's true. You know, Internet, you're not a forgiving place. Look at all the failed Kickstarters that you let us have, right? Again, you laugh. That's kind of messed up. It's our livelihood you're talking about here. Here we are, trying to peddle our wares, write our books, and you're like, no, they all suck, right? And it's like, that might very well be the case, but, well, that might very well be the case. Now, Internet, you're crazy. But that's what we love about you, and that's why we keep coming back. To get more of your fantastic takes. And what better way to come back than to have a Christmas episode, because if you don't like it, then you hate Jesus. So, there you go. All right? So, thumbs up for baby Jesus, because obviously, thumbs up for baby Jesus. So, you know, there you go. Oh, don't you dare try and use Jesus to get a like on a video. Oh, this guy. Anyhow, point is that with it being a Christmas episode, you might be saying to yourselves, well, not everyone celebrates Christmas. And it's like, well, very valid point. All the more reason for us to try and sell our crap to them every day of the year, right? You might be saying, like, no, let's buy it. Okay, fair enough, Internet. Fair enough. As you've already proven to be the case with our low record ones of sales on most of our literary endeavors and works. You might be saying, oneness of sales? That sounds like more than it should be. No one should have bought that shit. But anyhow, hi, Mom. We sold ones of copies, and you can't do anything about that. Oh, Internet, that's too bad. What you can do, though, is you can get a signed copy of our biggest intellectual work, Delectable, from our buddy who posted it on the inter of the nets for us. You might be saying, like, why don't you post it yourself? Well, if we did that, then we'd have to understand how to Internet. And obviously, we don't know how to do that. Fair enough. You laugh. It's true. Look, our sign's been off-center this whole time. There. Now you know who we are. Because you already should. So we're the best of the worst. That's right. Everything out there that's better is obviously going to be better. We call dibs on the ground floor level. That's right. You might be familiar with dibs. It's an old Christmas term from The Walking Dead. Very accurate Christmas show or, TV series from, I don't know, TM, whatever the hell it's on. Doesn't matter. Point is that The Walking Dead, it really is a celebration of Christmas. You might be saying, like, what the hell are you talking about? But how can I get a shout out? Well, Liv, you can get a shout out, but you probably already left because I'm not reading this. You are so funny. Well, you say that we are. That's because we probably are. That's right. Laughter warranted, because it's true. Point is that, what's up? Yes, hi. Okay, so we might have read all the chats in reverse order. That might be a mistake. Can you say 6-7? What do you mean say 6-7? We don't understand it. Every time it comes out of our mouth, though, it's like, can you say 6-7? And so, I don't know. I hope that meets it. But we don't understand what that is. But what we do understand is that we've sold only ones of views. Wait a minute. Ones of copies of our books. That's right. Hi again, Mom. So, while our mom can float us living in her basement here for a while, she wants us to move the hell out. So we gotta sell a lot of copies of our books before that. And with it being Christmas, what better way than to try and solicit donations to move out of our mom's basement than with an equilibrium type trade. You can't use that word in that way. Nah, don't worry about it. Internet, it's the internet. You can use whatever you want in any way that you want. We could even take a sip of our go juice right now, if we so care to. But we're not going to, because it's too important for us to try and, trick people into giving us their money. They're not on the stream yet. Don't worry. You can't be tricked into it. That's why you want to reciprocally receive a good in exchange for giving us something, right? So you just go to Amazon.com. That's a reputable site. You don't even got to be like, oh, who's this dude peddling wares, right? Because it doesn't matter who this dude peddling wares is. The point is that our mom really wants us the hell out of her basement, right? You laugh again, Internet. It's funny because it's true. So, dig deep, holly jolly, and even if you don't want a book, buy it for someone else. Who cares? You probably got to owe someone a gift sometime anyway. Just get them one of our official live streaming journals. Now, they'll be like, oh, wow, an official live streaming journal? This is awesome. Okay? I can re-gift it to someone. Yeah, and that's exactly what they're going to do. They don't care what you give them, so just buy them one of our books. We move out of our mom's basement. You check the box of giving someone a gift, and it's too late before Christmas now. You're going to have to ship them a digital version of that shit. You waited too damn long. Now, we're not going to get your money in time for Christmas. Our Christmas is going to suck. Thanks a lot, Internet. You laugh. We sold ones of copy of our book this year. That means we get ones of copy of royalties to buy Christmas dinner with. You know what our dinner consists of this year? Ones of dollar. Internet, you laugh. But our ramen's going to be delicious this Christmas dinner. Hello and hi. Yes, thank you. Yes, we said 6 of the 7 because we are hip and cool like that. We understand the lingo of the masses nowadays, which is 6 and of the 7. Yes, they are numbers, and let us embark on that of 6-7 because why the hell not? No, you cannot call us as of now. You are not talking about 6 of the 7 like we are. So, when you think 6-7, you might be saying to yourself like, oh, it originated in a song somewhere. And that might very well be true, but believe it or not, we have never heard it. You might be saying like, oh God, you're lucky. And we probably are, yes. Now, at the same time, you might be saying to yourself like, what? That song is the best ever. You're unlucky for never having heard it. Right? Oh, well, Internet, there you go. Then we're unlucky for having never heard it. But in our thoughts, I guess that would be luck because we never had to hear it. Excellent. So yes, 6-7 of the aside. Hello and hi. Thank you all ones of you for joining here. Let's see who sticks around. Go buy our book! That's where everyone ends up leaving Shirley. It's like, oh, we joined the stream, and then it's like, nah, let's go buy his book instead. Only they end up tricking us and not buying the book there. Anyhow, the point is that with a Christmas episode, we need to talk about all the ins and outs of Christmas. And yes, we may have found out that Christmas comes but once a year, but that wasn't even on the list of things to find out in this stream. So we're learning something new every day. And by we mean you, as we impart this knowledge, wisdom, rhetoric, whatever you want to call it, internet grand crap, right? Of course, yes, because that's what you get, internet. Yes, hello, and hi. With it being Christmas, you got to think to yourselves, how do you like to start your morning off? And, believe it or not, some people like to start it off having a good day, okay? Other people like to start their morning off thinking, how is everyone else going to get me today? Right? Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like everyone has it out for them, okay? And you know who you are. Everyone does have it out for you, ironically. You had it coming. You deserve it. Fair enough. Well, statistically, ones of you do. So anyhow, the point is that how you like to embark on your Christmas mornings, your Christmas endeavors, your Christmas things of that nature, is how we want to start off. So, when you wake up Christmas morning, do you think to yourself, I want maybe a cup of coffee, a glass of orange juice, maybe an omelet, a fresh bowl of fruit or yogurt, or maybe all of those together? Mixed up, that'd be disgusting. That is disgusting. Yes, that's why you don't want to mix that stuff. Yep, you don't want, like, your fruit and yogurt together. That'd probably be an abomination. We're just guessing. I don't know. We don't eat it. What? Oh, you like that shit. Okay, fine. Well, yeah, you guys can eat it together all the time. It's great. We love it. Yeah, there. See? Flip on a dime. Not a problem. But, wow. Anything to get your money. So, point is that how we like to start off Christmas ourselves is however the day goes, okay? We don't like to plan, okay? If we were to plan it out, that'd take work and planning. And there's one thing we plan on not doing, well, it's planning on working. So, obviously, we worked really hard to write a book that we're trying to sell. Obviously, someone should buy it. You can go to Amazon.com, or if you want an autographed copy, because you took your sweet-ass time, you can get a copy on eBay. Our buddy has it listed for us. Anyhow, point is that when you start Christmas off and you think to yourself, we want to have the greatest of meals, of dinners, of breakfasts, of whenever you end up waking up that day. I guess it depends on how late you end up staying up the night before. Maybe you're waking up to unwrap presents that Santa left behind because you were a good boy or girl this year, right? Well, that's fantastic because we've been really good this year, we like to think, right? Now, I mean, we're mostly good this year. Well, we did some work. Yeah, there you go, right? So, obviously, Santa should be all about, finally trying to get us all that great stuff that we're justly due. Mainly ones of more sales of our book. So that would be twos of sales, and believe you me, those dollars add up. That'd be $2. We'd have 2 bowls of ramen for Christmas dinner instead of just the half of one that we have to split up throughout the whole day from our ones of sale of our book again. Thanks again, Mom. Anyhow, the point is that no matter how you spend your Christmas morning, whether you're doing a lot of work, putting something together and having a big, laid out, drawn out, fashioned meatball extravaganza, sausage fest, egg omelet, brioche, right? Fresh guacamole on stuff on toast, okay? Whatever you're making, whatever you're doing, you could set up and have one of the most phenomenal mornings possible on Christmas morning. You just have to want to, right? And sometimes people don't want to. That's just weird, right? It's like all the rest of us wake up and think to ourselves, how can we make this person's life complete and utter shit, right? Well, of course. Because it's easier for us, the rest, collectively, to all single-handedly point out one individual person and team up against them. It's called the dog pile effect. Or it's not called that at all, and we just said that. Doesn't matter. Don't take our word for it. Everything here's for entertainment. It's actually at this point, hold on. Getting a phone call from management. They think they know how to run the place. What do you want? We're doing the show. Well, you're interrupting us. Yeah. We'll do disclaimers whenever we feel like doing disclaimers. Well, no, we won't cover the lawsuit if we get sued. Fucking management, right? They think they know how to run the place. Yes, it is funny, laughter warranted. So at this point in the show, we like to take the time to apologize for our last stream. Sorry about that. All right, excellent. Anyhow, moving into it. So no matter how you spend your Christmas morning, whether you're making a big elaborate breakfast or whether you're taking it easy and unwrapping the presents under the tree in a grogginess state of mind because the kids come clawing at you saying, Santa Claus came! Now, they might not say it like that. Doesn't matter. Yes, laughter warranted. It's because we're funny. The point is that no matter how you're woken up in the morning, no matter how any of that's going, when you go out to the tree, okay, or the Festivus pole, Festivus for the rest of us, right? You go out there and you see what, Santa Claus or Krampus brought or whatever, okay? You got to be thinking to yourself, like, did you get the one gift that everyone around here has been talking about this year? You might be saying to yourself, like, what? The one gift? The one gift everyone's been talking about this year? Yes. The one gift around here that everyone has been wanting to get their hands on, and we're going to share it with you now. Around here, this is the one and only gift that people have been desiring to see, to have, to hold, to get their claws into, like Krampus himself had come and lifted the kittens off of the ground and said, hey, kitty cat, it's time for us to have the best gift ever. Why are you grabbing those cats so tight? Don't worry about that. Don't you dare say that we were being cruel to animals. They were metaphysical cats that we were picking up and saying, I don't know. We get excited around Christmas time. That's our bad. But around here, there's one gift everyone has in mind. Everyone wants to, partake in, having. And it's no secret. It's a copy of our book. You might be saying, like, damn it. No one wants that. Well, the only people that don't want it are those who don't philosophy, bro. Do you even philosophy, bro? No, because it's backwards. Nah, don't worry about it. It's a little bit of that movie magic to make it to where you can't read it. Ironically, when we wrote it, made it to where you can't read it as well. So if you buy one of our books, it's like, well, how much am I out? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Go to Amazon.com. Buy them all. We got lots of endeavors for you to purchase. And you might be saying like, oh, okay. Oh, super, great. Then we'll get 2s of sales, and we'll make 2s of dollars on all of our, I don't know, whatever the hell we get from it. But just keep in mind, we don't get the money of the cost of the books. No. That all goes to the printing company. We get like $1. But that's $1 earned for, well, that's $1 lost for you, I guess. Well, you're going to lose more than that because the book's probably like $6 or bucks or whatever. But I don't know, get a digital copy. It's probably cheaper. Who cares? Doesn't matter. But if you want a signed copy, though, there's only one place to get that right now. And that's on the eBay. Our buddy has it on there. So you got to go there. Hold on, management's calling. What do you mean we segued and we're talking about our book again? No. It's a Christmas episode. No. Shut up. Management apparently doesn't like us peddling our wares so much when we're on the clock, right? The only point is that their clock sucks, and we don't get paid. That wasn't a joke, Internet. We literally don't get paid. You sons of bitches, Internet. It's your morbid sense of humor that really makes us be displeased sometimes. Again, you laugh. You laugh. You see the heartache and turmoil of a soul going through. Not really heartache and turmoil. Who cares? Yay! Time to celebrate. More Christmas. So, point is that you wake up, you have an elaborate breakfast, you get woken up by, the claws of the kiddos in the morning. No matter how you celebrate it, as long as it's exactly what you want to be doing, then it makes for the most perfect day of Christmas, right? You don't even have to celebrate Christmas itself to enjoy the day of Christmas. You can just wake up knowing that everyone else is out to get you, right? And obviously, we plan it all the time. When's that next meeting, world, so that we can all team up against the ones of other person that is of our brethren, right? Or sister, and I don't know, however you're supposed to say that. Doesn't matter. Say it however we want to, because we get to do whatever we want. We're Shizabots. So, point is that however you celebrate your Christmas morning, inevitably, if you make it through it, you're going to hit Christmas afternoon. So, ho, ho, ho! What do you do with the rest of your day? Maybe some people go to church that day, okay? Maybe they find the time that morning or that night or whatever their, desire to meet and, commence a service or whatever commences meeting and doing, okay? Some other people may at that point end up to have a bigger brunch kind of endeavor at midday, or maybe a mix between lunch and dinner, also known as lupper, right? You might be saying, no, it's Linner, you son of a bitch. Why'd you say lupper? No, because who cares? Point is that no matter how you want to celebrate your midday event, like we said, if you make it through that morning, that midday is going to come. So you can conjecture and hypothesize now how you want to spend that and be like, oh, well, I think I want to make some cookies that afternoon, or maybe make a muffin or a banana bread or some cupcakes or some gingerbread cookies, or maybe a Christmas gingerbread house, right? Sounds like a very fun endeavor to undertake and embark on. We should probably do that. It actually sounds like a fun endeavor to embark on and take upon. I'm thinking about gingerbread houses now. Sounds way better than doing this. But anyhow, alas, we're here. And you might be saying to yourself, we wish you weren't. Well, fair enough. Point is that we are. And since we clocked in, we got to make the most of it. And the way to make the most of it is to continue talking about the midday antics of Christmas Day. With it being the Christmas episode, you get through the afternoon, you get to that midday, and you think to yourselves, how are we going to celebrate? How are we going to commence with this midday? Maybe you don't like church. Okay? Maybe you hate Jesus. Anyhow, we don't know why you would. Point is that no matter how you celebrate your midday, you can embark upon games, movies. The traditional Christmas movie Die Hard, obviously, is a classic go-to. Okay, one of those must-see every years. All right. The point is that however you want to spend that midday, equally the same way that however you want to spend that morning, okay, with the routine, whether it's an elaborate breakfast, whether it's not, whether whatever, okay, however you choose to go about it is going to be the most perfect for you if that's what you're wanting to do. Now, if you feel forced into going to church, if you feel forced into going to Aunt Irene's for her famous macaroni meatloaf, and Irene, it's called beef, add that shit to the mix, right? Then, obviously, you're not going to enjoy your day as much. But, say Aunt Irene's veggie lasagna is the best thing you ever had, well then sign you up. That's where you want to be. It doesn't matter what it's comprised of. It's your state of mind and being when you're there in that moment, if you enjoy it, okay? If you're somewhere you don't want to be, if you're not enjoying where you don't want to be, you should probably go somewhere where you do enjoy being. Or make that of where you are into the best of being it can be, okay? And we give no advice. This is all entertainment. Do whatever you feel like. Who cares? Point is that for Christmas itself, wherever you want to be is where you should be, okay? However you want to celebrate is how you should celebrate, okay? Now, obviously, everyone's going to embark upon that of what they will. They're going to do that. They're going to partake in the holiday and the festiveness, or they're not. But if there's one thing that we do need to talk about, since we're in the midday, this is going to be part of these midday commercials that we're seeing on TV nowadays. Okay? There's a lot of, we don't want to say negativity that seems to be coming out about the big SC, okay? Santa Claus. But some of these commercials, they're almost making it seem like he has nothing to do with shit, right? That's where we have a problem, Internet. Some of these commercials where it's like the kids are calling the parents Santa and shit like that, that shit's dumb. We don't want to buy anything from those companies, and their commercials are obviously, in our opinion, wrong, okay? For a variety of reasoning. So, F those companies, because they're ruining Santa Claus and the holidays. So, companies stop making commercials that paint Santa Claus in a negative parental portrayal. Because if there's one thing that's magical, it's the amount of shit talking we can do on every single one of your commercials that you come out with. You laugh, Internet, but we will, and we would. It's because that shit's not right. So those companies can go to hell in a handbasket, as they used to say back in the day. That's right. An old saying. You love it, don't you, Internet? Of course you do. It's because we're Scheissebucks. We bring back the old. You might be saying, we wish you didn't. Go away with the old. Well, whatever. We're here now. Doesn't matter. Daryl Dixon dibs on the best of the worst that the Internet has to offer. What? How'd you get to call it? Because we call Daryl Dixon dibs. Maybe you're familiar with a little Christmas show called The Walking Dead. Usually it's a Christmas tradition to stream seasons 1 through 4 before it turns to total shit. That day, Christmas Eve or something. I don't know. Whose tradition? We don't know. I don't know. Someone's. We haven't done that. Sounds dumb and like a waste of time. They get caught at the end of every season, and then the beginning of the next season, they break out of wherever they were caught from. They just keep getting caught. They really kind of suck at the zombie apocalypse. Really, all of humanity sucks at the zombie apocalypse when you think about it in The Walking Dead. It's like, not only are they fighting zombies, they're like, well, fuck it. Let's fight each other too, right? Sounds like a Christmas dinner when there's one dinner roll left. No one has the giving spirit. Only, instead of a dinner roll at Christmas dinner with your family, think about it as out in public when you're there and there's like one item left and you and all the other vultures are like, I'm in the Christmas spirit. I'm going to share some Christmas love with everyone else who wants this shit that I want. Right? And you all go start sinking your claws in. You're like, I have the Christmas spirit. Right? And I don't know. However you get into it. Everyone has their own take, Internet. You do you, okay? You might be the last one in that pile. And you emerge with the best gift that has been given. You're like, I got it, yes. I'm gonna buy it. Custom 3D printed shite button. You can't buy that just anywhere. Yeah, you probably could. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Point is that, where were we? No, doesn't matter. Christmas midday, as long as it's where you want to be, and you're not forced into anything else, and as long as you're in the right mindset and mood, okay, you have a fantastic day, okay, even if you don't celebrate the holiday, okay, you can have yourself the most bestest of days, because, why not? Because you just can. So, there you go. Anyhow, we're almost done with our go juice, so you know what that means. We'll be going shortly thereafter, because we just do. Oh, would you look at that? It's gone. Oh, man. Guess we'll be having to leave sooner than later. You might be saying, you didn't have to drink it that fast. Come on, hang out more. No, Internet, if we hung out all day, we would still sell tons of copies of our book. And that's a problem. We got to go stand outside and look like a crazy philosopher preacher or something. Being like, buy our book. And people are like, go home, asshole. And we're like, what? No, they laugh. The cops come. You can't stand here, sir. No soliciting at these businesses. It's like, what? Since when? Since they said you can't, sir. Okay, fine. I guess that's a rule or a ordinance that the property owner can have. Hey, whatever. Yeah, sure. I get it. We get it. No down payment required for that one. No interest. No, I don't know, whatever. Point is that whilst we are ready to go and we finished our delicious Go Juice beverage, we can't go without talking about the best drink offerings on the day of Christmas. You might be saying like, whoa, about time. This is really why I was hitting skip 10 to get to. Oh yeah, I watched your video. Blah, 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 done. Oh, it was great. No, it wasn't. The fact you said it was great, I know you lied. You didn't watch shit. Point is that talking about the best drinks, obviously, people are always going to go eggnog, right? Seasonal beverage. One of those holiday happenstances that happily hops its happy way into your hearts and minds and souls and minds and hearts and whatever else. I don't know, in your mouth. Should just hop into your mouth, really. If it's hopping anywhere else, you're fucking drinking that shit wrong. Stop pouring damn scotch in that shit. What do you got? Some fucking Talisker? You're like, let's get some Talisker. My eggnog's delicious this year. It's gonna be the best eggnog I've ever had. Hey, if your eggnog isn't just hopping in your mouth, you're probably making it a little wrong. Or you're making it very right, and maybe we should, take ourselves upon that of which is, not your beverage of choice, because it sounds delicious. But point is that beverages, of course, everyone says eggnog, it should be hopping in your mouth. Yeah, if you're all messed up, obviously, it's hopping other places. You calm down, lay off the eggnog at that point. But some people like hot cocoa, right? Then you got to think to yourselves like, well, there's hot cocoa. And internet, this is true. Around Christmas in July, around Christmas, hence we're allowed to talk about it on the Christmas episode. That's right. That's funny, internet, because we are. Hot cocoa comes in. Hot cocoa, traditional hot cocoa, and Hallmark hot cocoa, right? And it's like, that's right, internet. That's the hot cocoa everyone wants. With I add a twist of nutmeg on top of mine, like, that's for eggnog. I add a twist of cinnamon on mine. Now you're talking. That's for eggnog too. You ruined my hot cocoa. This is the worst family recipe ever. I want a divorce. No. Crazy how that works out. Point is, everyone probably didn't celebrate Christmas as the way I did as a kid. Point is that no matter how they trick out their hot cocoa, some people throw the cups at their significant others. Some people add marshmallows or candy canes, right? To spruce it up. Okay? They're called loving families. We joke, we kid, we jest. The point is that when you have your traditional Christmas beverages, okay, you think eggnog, you think hot cocoa, but there's another one too that we were familiar with growing up, okay? Maybe everyone else is familiar with it too. Natural Light, yeah. It's one of those Christmas beverages that all of my uncles drank, okay? And then they'd be like, hey, what's open on Christmas that sells beer, right? That's how you celebrate Christmases some places. No, we did once or twice in a year or two, or 3, 4, doesn't matter. Point is that Natural Light, again, one of those little holiday traditions for some people that just keeps giving problems, cases, something, I don't know, doesn't matter. Point is that we joke, or we don't. We usually don't, doesn't matter. Or we do. Or it's one of those. Nah, it's both of those. Who cares? Doesn't matter. It's all for entertainment. When did that start? No. It was supposed to start a while ago. Sorry about that. We forgot. And so, therefore, we made it not entertaining. That's our bad. It's our bad, internet. Well, you laugh. Sucks for anyone who watches it thereafter. To be like, this is the worst show ever. Man, fair enough. Probably is. But it's supposed to be. Remember, we called Daryl Dixon dibs on being the best of the worst. Okay? It's not supposed to be good. It's supposed to be crap. Okay? Everything else that you watch is supposed to be better. Everything else that you watch is supposed to make you be like, oh, thank God we don't got to watch that guy anymore. But, yeah, you got to kind of have to watch this so that you know everything else is better. Okay? If you don't watch something bad, how do you know what's good? Okay? That's why we called Daryl Dixon dibs on being the best of the worst of the internet celebrities, right? You might be saying like, you rat bastard, if only I had thought of that first, then I could be a shitty internet celebrity making nuns of dollars too. Yes, exactly. But we did it first, so there you go. We also wrote a monographing of lectin, an advanced philosophical term from old dead philosophers. Did that first too, because why not? Or we did it second, and someone else who had written one first, an old dead philosopher, their work got destroyed intentionally, accidentally, or over time. One or the other, or the other. Or the other. Yeah, there were 3 there, so makes sense to put it that way. But we need to get back to Christmas, okay? We were talking holiday drinks. We were talking holiday ways to spice up things like hot cocoa, like eggnog, okay? We were putting eggnog toppings in the hot cocoa. It was getting crazy for a second. We need to calm down, the internet. We need to calm down, and we need to ascertain if we've covered all of the complete, traditional Christmas beverages and drinks that are out there. Okay. Now we talked about Natural Light, obviously, fan favorite amongst, I don't know, NASCAR or something. I don't know. Who cares? Doesn't matter. Or it's not. It's Budweiser, son of a bitch. Okay, fine. Budweiser. Whatever. One man's garbage is another man's trash. Whatever. Are you calling those garbage and trash? No, not at all. We would dare not. We don't drink them. So, therefore, how can we judge them? We can just joke them. No, well, fair enough. Point is that are there any unknown ways that we could spice up our hot cocoa and not even no-co? Probably. All right, who cares? Enough about drinks. Let's move on to the end of the night. Since we're out of our go juice, since we're done with the festivities of the morning time, of the afternoon, since we've talked about the beverages that one can partake in the day itself at different points in times, or not at all. Maybe you hate eggnog and don't want it. That's fine. Don't drink it. Who cares? Don't ruin it for everyone else. I hate it. It sucks. Okay. Well, a lot of people hate this show because it sucks. Hey. Point is that we've been a good boy this year, mostly. For the most part. Yeah, of course we have. Sure. Yeah, we've been a good boy this year, right? Yeah. So we're thinking, how would we want to spend the most perfect Christmas Eve? Okay? Maybe that night, maybe that's when you go to one of your worship services, okay? So church back in the mix, okay? If you didn't go that day of or whatever. Maybe you just don't do that. You don't like whatever. There's ways to do. You can have a potluck gathering with everyone who doesn't celebrate Christmas. And you guys can all not celebrate Christmas together in a Christmas celebration, okay? You can call it Christmas dinner. I don't eat dinner that day. I hate Christmas. Well, whatever. Sucks for you, because we like dinner when we get it. And if we sell ones of more copies of our book, we'll have another dinner again in the future. And we look forward to that day. So, all it takes is ones of more sale. And then we'll get ones of dollar of revenue as the company gets the rest of that, ironically, for our literary endeavors. However it works out. We get something. Point is that for your Christmas Eve, how do you want to spend it? Okay? If you don't go to church, you want to have a potluck with everyone who, is of like-mindedness. Call it Christmas dinner. Yeah, you have a great time. Call it Christmas dinner. It's great. Yeah, turns out you do celebrate Christmas after all. You son of a bitch, no I don't. I eat. Do you eat dinner? No, I call it litter or lumper. All right, fair enough. You could have a nice dinner. You can watch a movie. Maybe that's when you watch your die-hard obligatory Christmas movie, okay? Or your first 3 seasons of The Walking Dead, as is Christmas tradition, okay? It's one of those shows that gives the gift of the entire people on the show being caught at the end of every season, and then the very next season being released from whatever crazy trap or, being caught they were caught up in or trapped in, right? Crazy how that show works. But if it taught us one thing, it was that Daryl Dixon Dibs. That's why we called Daryl Dixon Dibs, being the best of the worst of the internet celebrities. So with that being the case, we will entertain all nuns of your questions that are coming in right now. Other than that, we're going to be getting up out of here because we got other stuff to not do besides not doing stuff here. So I guess that's it. If you want to leave now, now's your chance to get out of here before us, because we're kicking rocks and getting up out of here. So we don't want your subscription. We want your money. Downvote the shit out of this and go to Cash App and give us $1. Or go to Amazon.com and buy one of our books. Get off our lawn!